Get ready with me to do some filming for something very exciting as I answer the #1 question I get asked about my gambling addiction. How did I stop gambling? For those who don't know, I was in active addiction to gambling for 8 years, and it destroyed my life completely. But I now haven't had a bet for 3 years. The first step to me stopping gambling was accepting I needed help and I couldn't do it on my own. I tried many times to do it on my own and it never worked. I got in touch with a charity called Gordon Moody. They offer a residential or a retreat and counselling service. I went on the retreat and counselling. They helped me understand why I was gambling, and it had nothing to do with money. I learned how to recognise an urge or a trigger and how to deal with it. I put blockers in place, including GamStop and GamBan. I handed over all financial control and went into a debt management plan. This is going to need a part 2, but these are my first steps to stopping gambling. Watch part 2 for the rest. This is part 2 of a Get Ready With Me while I explain how I stopped gambling. My mum had full control of my bank accounts and my money. If she didn't, I would have gambled. So now I physically couldn't gamble or get access to money, I had to really focus on my emotions and feelings. Because not being able to gamble made me angry. It was an addiction, it was my drug, and that was taken away. And so I taught myself that whenever I got an urge to gamble, I would stay on the spot for 60 seconds, and then I would clean something, and that helped relieve the urge. I still clean a lot, but gambling shattered my self-confidence, my self-worth. I had no idea who I was. So I started taking up hobbies, and that's how my book came about. I then went on a programme with the Epic Restart Foundation, which is where I work now. They helped build my confidence and show me that I was so much more than a gambling addict. They showed me how to live again, and now I have my own women's group with them. I worked hard at my recovery, but it was worth it. Get ready with me while I answer some of my most commonly asked questions about both me and my addiction to gambling. I am 30 years old. I gambled for 8 years. I was exclusively addicted to slots and scratch cards. I have 5 tattoos, but they're quite big pieces. I suffered terribly with anxiety and self-confidence. My biggest loss while gambling in one go was £50,000. My favourite animals are bears. I have 3 sisters. I am single and looking for a wife. One day I'd like to own my own women's residential rehab. At the age of 14, I was diagnosed with anorexia. I really try every day to be a good person. I won the Pride of Britain for fundraising. And no, I do not sleep with my best friend.